Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Federal government says PDP lack right to demand Tinubu's resignation. Police warn against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Federal government urged to include vulnerable Nigerians in health insurance coverage. Kayode Oyin Zubair receives agricultural award. Garuba Adebayo presents food items to orphans. NiMet tells federal government to tackle quackery in healthcare sector. Navy seeks speedy prosecution of all thieves. NiMet warns asthma patients, others over 3-day dusty haze. Zamfara to partner Sweden on mining, Agric others, and on sport. AFCON 2025 preliminary round draw to hold Tuesday. Now the news in details. The federal government on Sunday clapped back at the governors elected on the platform of the opposition People's Democratic Party for asking President Bola Tinubu to resign from office if he had no answer to the nation's myriad problems. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, questioned why the PDP failed to turn the country around during its extended short at power. It described the PDP governor's resignation call as distraction. The Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, has called on the federal government to tackle quackery in Nigeria's healthcare sector. The call followed a video making the rounds on social media depicting complications from surgery purportedly carried out at a government healthcare facility. The NMA chairman in Kaduna, Dr. Madaki David, said the regulatory role of the government has been weak, thereby allowing healthcare professionals to carry out procedures beyond the scope of their training and certification. NMA, however, advised the government and other stakeholders to intensify sensitization of the masses on patients' rights and different compositions of health personnel in both private and public facilities. The police authorities have said they will not condone any form of violence during the planned 2-day demonstration declared by the organized labor in protest against the hardships and high cost of living in that country. The police handed down the Riot Act on Sunday as the Nigerian Labour Congress gave fresh conditions ahead of the minimum wage negotiation commencing today. The police warning is coming against the backdrop of the alarm by the African Development Bank that rising prices of fuel and other commodities could lead to social unrest in Nigeria, Ethiopia, Angola, and Kenya. The federal government has been urged to urgently establish a vulnerable group fund to ensure that poor citizens are not left out of the health insurance coverage in the country. This is contained in a communique of the Civil Society Summit on the 2024 Federal Health Budget. According to the communique, the National Health Insurance Authority should liaise with other MDAs of the federal government to ensure that a definite and clear roadmap for actualizing the compulsory health insurance is developed and implemented. In a ceremony held during the Award of Excellence night organized by the All Farmers Association of Nigeria, Former Special Senior Assistant to Kwara State Governor on Community Intervention and CEO of Ecomed Acres, Honorable Kayode Oyin Zubair, was honored with the Best Initiator of Agricultural Mechanization for Food Security Award in recognition of his outstanding contributions. Represented by his father, Elder Olaitan Oyin Zubair, he said the award signifies his significant impact and commitment to advancing agricultural mechanization for enhanced food security in Kwara State and beyond. Oyin Zubair called on relevant authorities to combat insecurity for farmers to thrive in their farming activities and avert high food inflation. He therefore thanked the organizers for choosing right in their award presentation, charging them to continue making the nation proud. In commemoration of his birthday anniversary, Alhaji Garuba Adebayo, popularly known as Mr. B-Tech, on Sunday, donated food items to the Kwara State Children Reception Center, popularly called Orphanage Home, at Gakombi, Ilorin. That donation was to contribute his quota and assist the government in bringing succor to the orphans. While speaking, the celebrant said the idea was to put smiles on the faces of the orphans and help them live a happy and healthy life. While reacting to his kindness, Head of Unit, Kwara State Children Reception Center, thanked Mr. B-Tech for the food items, added that it will go a long way in serving the children. The food items presented are a pack of noodles, provisions, toiletries, biscuits, pack of drinks, soaps, disinfectants, among other valuable materials. The celebration also featured special prayers by ulama in Ilorin, which was attended by friends, families, political icons, and other well-wishers. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, has expressed concern over the delay in the prosecution of suspected crude oil thieves and pipeline vandals. He appealed to the National Assembly to create a legal framework to harmonize government-owned security agencies with private security firms and optimal results. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NiMet, has predicted haziness and cloudiness across the country from Monday to Wednesday. It warned people with respiratory issues, among others, to be cautious of the weather and wear masks. NiMet Weather Outlook, released on Sunday in Abuja, forecasts moderate dust haze with a horizontal visibility range of 2 km to 5 km over the northern and north-central states. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has said his administration will collaborate with the government of Sweden to boost the state's economy through mining, agriculture, renewable energy, education, and healthcare. The governor said this when he hosted the Swedish ambassador in Nigeria, Annika Agric, in his office in Abuja. The governor's spokesman, Sulaiman Bala Idris, in a statement, said the Swedish envoy's visits allow both parties to engage in bilateral talks. The last on the news is sport. The Confederation of African Football has announced a date for the preliminary round draw for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The draw, according to CAF, will hold at its headquarters in Cairo, Egypt on Tuesday, February 20, 2024. have come to the end of the news at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Our government says PDP lack right to demand Tinubu's resignation. Police warn against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Our government urged to include vulnerable Nigerians in healthcare insurance coverage. Kayode Oyin Zubair receives Agricultural Award. Garuba Adebayo presents food items to orphans. NiMet tells federal government to tackle quackery in healthcare sector. Navy seeks speedy prosecution of oil thieves. NiMet wants asthma patients, others over 3-day dusty haze. Zamfara to partner Sweden on mining, Agric and others, and on sport. AFCON 2025 preliminary round draw to hold Tuesday. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, what is worth doing is worth doing well. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. My name is Ismail. Good night.